So I hadn't planned on making a video today, but I have been using the headset more often the last couple of days after not touching it for God knows how long. But I had problems yesterday. So after playing a couple of games for a couple hours straight to the point where the battery was almost dead, turned it off, put it to charge, came back, played some more, battery dies, put it to charge while it's off. And then sometime late last night I tried to turn it back on and it would not come on. It would do the same thing that it was doing before, where I had to factory reset. This would be the, I don't know, 4th or 5th time now that I would have to do this. Not really something I look forward to, but this time was different. So when I did the factory reset, it didn't work. It came up with this weird prompt saying no command. And I'm thinking, I've seen that before. Did a quick search online, and what did I find? It could happen for a couple of different reasons, but one of the main reasons is your headset is dirty and you have crud or gunk or something inside of the buttons, and it's basically keeping it stuck. So when that happens, the headset don't know what the fuck to do. So played around with the buttons, knocked it around a little bit, not too hard. And it did seem like the volume buttons were kind of screwed up a little bit, like they were a little, sticky. Did the restart again. I had to do it like 3 times. And then finally, it started working again. So we're back here in the default environment. All my Skybox images are gone, so I gotta go through that again. But I was able to play some games. In fact, I started playing Saints and Sinners again with okay, this is getting a little screwy. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'll get to that in just a second. The whole reason I'm making this video. So I just booted up the headset because I wanted to actually play a little bit, and I needed to kind of play around with the settings because I didn't really do the full change after I did the factory reset, and I found out something very interesting. So right now we're in hand tracking mode, where you have the little buttons, and you can do this and all that. You still can't do what they promised, which is you could pinch and then teleport where you want to go. They still haven't done that. But there was this feature that they had talked about for fucking months. For like every single new update, they kind of mentioned it, but they didn't really get into it. And that was that you can have one controller and one hand. And then it kind of disappeared, like nobody talked about it. So there's my controller, and you see I'm holding the controller now, right? But here's my hand. And I am actually pretty excited about that. I don't know why I'm excited about it. I don't really know if it's gonna make a huge difference, but it is something. So I just wonder if there'll be games where this can come in handy, where you can actually have just your hands so you can do stuff, but still be able to move around. Because that seems to be the limitation with a lot of these hand tracking games. You're kind of stuck because you need the controller, the joysticks, to actually move. And so yeah, all of a sudden now this is working. It has not been working for me because I try every time there's a new update. I always check it, and nothing. And I wasn't sure if it was because the settings had changed, but I put it back to the regular settings that I had before, and it still works. So let's see what happens if I grab my other controller, if it stops working. Okay. Also, the animation for the controller, showing itself seems to be different. Usually it just kind of pops in. This kind of faded in, if that makes sense. Now let's see what happens if I may not have that feature on. Okay, let's go back in here. May have turned that off when I was doing other stuff. Hand tracking, double tap controllers for hand tracking. Yeah, that's on. So why is it not? It's not working now. What if I just put the what the hell? Okay, so these bastards did not mention this. This seems to be a new feature. So Oh, it's getting a little yeah, it's getting a little screwy. So the double tap isn't working, but watch what happens when I rotate down. That's cool, but it's also kind of buggy. Don't know if that'll happen during gameplay. But as soon as I make the motion like I'm about to put him down, it switches to hand tracking. That's really cool. Okay, now it's going crazy. All right. Again, so when I rotate down, now what happens if I bring it down without rotating? Okay, kind of loses track. It loses track of it. Yeah. So when I flip them upside down, they go away. But as soon as I pick them up again, they come back. That's cool. And it doesn't seem to be having too much of an issue. Okay, let's see. All right. And controller, and it's working fine. Okay. All right, that's pretty sweet. I wonder if maybe this is what caused my headset to get fucked up in the first place. Maybe it updated and caused a glitch to happen, but it's working fine now. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't heard anyone talking about that, so I don't know if this is something that is actually new and just happened to come out today for me, or if it's something that was actually around for a while and I just have been living under a rock and I never heard it and I didn't get it yet. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's gonna be applicable to games though. Let's try that real quick. Let's see what we got. What's a quick game that I could jump into? Okay, I've been playing Waltz of the Wizards. Of the Wizard. That includes hand tracking. So I wonder if that's gonna do anything. Let's try Waltz of the Wizards and see what if this applies to it. Let's just see. I have a feeling it won't because it is an old app, but we'll see. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so let's see, because before this actually worked. It's not working. Maybe if I double tap. Okay, now it works with the double tap. Will it work with one controller in one hand? No, it won't. That's disappointing. But again, I didn't really expect much because this is an older game. Yeah, so it's not working in game. You have to double tap. Yeah. How was it again? There it is. Yeah. Alright, that's disappointing. But also not unexpected. Let's try again. Picking up one controller. Yeah. Alright, so that's a bit of a wash. Let's get out of here real quick. I don't have anything else available right now that I can use that does hand tracking, so. But alright, I'm gonna play around with this, and if I find anything, useful, something worth making an update video of, then I'll do that. But most likely this is just for here, as you can see, so I don't have to tap anymore. And I can use one controller and one hand. Maybe over time they'll update it so that it works with in-game hand tracking. But alright, cool new update. Don't know how new of an update it actually is, but it's new for me. So let me know in the comments if you already had this, when you had it, if you had it before. That's what I got for you today. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more, maybe become a member so you can see some behind the scenes stuff. And with any luck, I'll see you in the next video, and until then, take care.